It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the last game for Chicago, it was a win against Miami. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. Hey, we'll be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond tonight. 9th overall pick back in 2012 out of UConn. Shaq, he's still a very young big with a lot of room to grow.
He's an incredible offensive and defensive rebounder, Ernie. One of the hardest box-out assignments in the league since Dennis Rodman.
You know what, though? Last year he started taking some shots outside of the paint, which was surprising but good. Opened up his game a little bit, but he's best when he's finishing at the rim.
That'll wrap it up for now. Let's go courtside, and we'll see you later.
Shot there are the flags that reside at the base of the Renaissance Tower. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Two teams with a lot of history as Chicago makes a trip up to the Palace of Auburn Hills. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Flash, he's in at point guard. McDermott and Gasol, a duo at the forward. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rudy Gobert. Now here's Butler. Pass to Gobert, out to the wing. Here's Flash, down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. Here is Jennings. He's coming off a 31-point game against Toronto. Jackson kicks to Drummond. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Really a heads-up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the break.
Rapid-fire basketball at its best. Boom, 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 bang.
Offensive rebound. Gobert with the block. Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. Gasol attacking. Goes up at the stripe, and he knocks down the jumper.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. Dishes to Ilyasova. Outside Jennings. He feeds it to Drummond. The shot's good. Jennings making the play.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Flash passes to Gasol. Jackson against Butler. Jackson dishes to Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. There's the pass to Drummond. Outside Jackson. Shoots the 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Chicago leading. Here's Flash. He's coming off a 25-point game against Miami.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Jennings drives in the corner. Drummond with it. Here's Atkins. And that misses. That would have put him up. Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Freak is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
The first free throw is good. Gortat's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for McDermott. Both free throws good from Gasol.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Morris with the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Flash misses. The Pistons trailing. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Stan Van Gundy had a moment to share with me. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Rose kicks to Gortat. Shot from 12. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Gortat's got his first points of the game. Jackson against Rose. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Jackson, that's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Gortat. Portis comes in for Joakim Noah. McDermott's checked in for Aaron Brooks. And Flash is subbed in for Rose. Jennings and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Bargnani. And it's Atkins in at the 3 slot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Jennings drives in. Plenty of space. Here's Drummond. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Gobert drops them both. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now here's Jennings, guarded closely. To the middle, Drummond. No good off the pick.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Flash. Kicks it to McDermott. Butler on the wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Flash. Here's Portis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And Detroit has possession. The Bulls getting the bucket. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That'll put Brandon Jennings on the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
First personal foul, team second.
The Pistons making a change here. Ilyasova checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Pau Gasol has checked in for Portis. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Flash by Jennings. McDermott passes to Flash. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Flash has got 4 points this quarter. The Pistons leading. Jennings with the ball. From 11 feet away. And Drummond throws it down.
And he's just going all